Hey guys. Today we are going to debrief the Grammys of 2025. So, without any further ado, grab your little drinks, your snacks, whatever, and let's get into it. If you don't know what the Grammys are, the Grammys are a musical award show that they stream on TV or any streaming platform. I was able to watch it on Paramount Plus. Um, it's voted by 13,000 members of the Recording Academy. So this is going to be people like your fellow musical artists, your songwriters, your engineers, so on and so forth. It's voted by the people in the Academy, not voters' choice or people's choice. Which I feel like is important because I was not happy with some of the people that won Beyonce. So let's start out with the first thing that caught my attention. I watch the Grammys every year, but I was a little behind this year. I have so many other things going on that I didn't realize, like, oh yeah, they were happening like in February. It was February, I want to say 1st or 2nd. I don't remember, but it was the beginning of the month. Let's talk about Miss Bianca Censori. If you don't know who that is, it's Kanye West's new girlfriend, his wife. I don't. They're together. I think they're married, but nonetheless, let's talk about her red carpet outfit because that was a look. Not a good one. She should get charged with public indecency, first off, but she came in this big black, like, fluffy coat, and underneath, she turned around and drops her coat, and right off the bat, you see ass. Like, literal butt crack, two cheeks. Like, what is that? And then she turns around, full on titties, and hoochie cooch. You see it all. She ain't wearing no bra, no underwear. It's just straight nude. And it was like this sheer, it was a nude sheer dress that had absolutely nothing on it at all. So all you saw it was literally just her parts. Like, I don't know what look she was going for, but it was not a look. I'll tell you that. It was something. I heard that the people right after them on the carpet were children. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but they were children, and they won like best children's record or something like that. But they were in fact children right after her, so I don't know what that was about. But anyway, moving on. So the host of the Grammys, his name is Trevor Noah. He is known for being a comedian. I've never heard of him before. I personally did not think he was funny. For being a comedian, he was not giving humor. Sorry about it, but yeah. The only thing that he said that like really caught my attention was his DEI diss towards Trump about him not possibly having a job. So if you don't know what DEI is, DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and more so specifically like towards the workplace. This is going to be people of color, people that are in the LGBTQ community. These are their rights in the workplace, meaning that if Mr. Donald Trump gets rid of it, which he is very actively trying to, it means that those people could not have a job. Um, I myself am half Hispanic. I'm Peruvian and Nicaraguan on my dad's side, and yeah, also bisexual. And also, obviously, I have family members, and friends of all communities. I just think that it is a very sad thing to see us in the year of 2025 progressing backwards, but that's a conversation for another day. So, the only comment that grasped my attention from Trevor Noah was it was in the very beginning, and he was talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like no no no, oh well, I could possibly like not have a job because he's of color," and you know what? That made me chuckle because it's not funny, but like let's use our humor to cope because what the fuck else are we gonna do in this world? So, moving forward, the first performance of the Grammys was Miss Billie Eilish herself. I think that she's fucking talented. She is about the same age as me. She's 22, 23, I think. I'm 23. I think she's talented as fuck. She came into the industry at like 16 and has fucking blown up beyond anything in the fucking world. Like, props to her because that's insane. I will say that she had me fucking laughing during her performance and just overall her being at the Grammys. Her outfit was an oversized yellow like jersey t-shirt and a pair of baggy cargo jeans. And if that's not the most iconic fucking thing in the world, I don't know what is because she reminds me of a female Adam Sandler. And I don't care what anybody says, like talent there. The way that she dresses there, just very like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what I'm gonna fucking wear what I want to wear, and that's exactly how Adam Sandler is. Yeah, like that's what he's known for, and I feel like that's exactly what she is. It's like a female Adam Sandler doesn't give a fuck. Like, hey, I'm here to perform. Bye. Like, goes on about her fucking day. After her, she was the first performance. The next performance was by none other than this century's Marilyn Monroe, Miss Sabrina Carpenter herself. She, I feel like I could talk about her for so long, but I will keep it short and brief. But Sabrina Carpenter is literally like, I feel like when you think of a Barbie as far as like musical industry goes, I immediately think of Sabrina Carpenter. She performed Espresso and Please Please Please, which were two of her biggest songs of 2024. I think she did a great performance. I really think that her coming out in like a sparkly, short little like black suit thing, and then like immediately was like going down the stairs after her like fall, I think was fucking great. I think that it was a really big upgrade. Um, I can't remember what award show that she did, but she did like an outfit change, and she got fucking blasted for it because it was literally just like this one little neck piece that she ripped off to reveal this new outfit, and everybody was like, "What is that?" But she brought her A game, and she fucking whoosh, took the black suit off and was sparkly blue sequin decked out in her normal like tour outfit, and I thought it was great. Um, she did win her first Grammy this year for the album Short and Sweet, which good for her. I think it was very well deserved. She's definitely come a long way. I started watching her on Girl Meets World when I was a kid, and now she's this fucking big ass singer and musical artist, and I think she's killing it in the fucking game. I think she's created a great platform for herself and has just created great music that the girls and the gays and the theys listen to. I think it's great. The next person we're going to talk about is Doechii. She won Best Rapper of the Year. And I. I personally did not know who Doechii was until after she won and did her performance, which we're going to talk about her performance later down the line. But her winning this award, I think, was really great. She had a very emotional speech, which high key did bring me to tears. She addressed the other women rappers that have won the category in the past. There's only been three, herself included. She was the third one, and she talked about her sobriety journey in her speech, which I think is very important. I feel like a lot celebrities don't address their sobriety journeys enough. She said that she had a really hard time with alcohol, and now that she's sober, she's been able to, have this wonderful career that she's presented, and all of her loving fans, and blah blah blah. But I think it's really important. I personally have also been going on a sobriety journey. A couple years ago, I was really down bad. If you know me personally, it was something that I struggled with for years on end, and it wasn't really until probably I'd say I met my husband that I really had like a come to Jesus meeting with myself, and was like, okay, this is not healthy. Like, you're doing the most right now. Yeah. So now I'm fine. I still drink occasionally. I like to party with my friends and have fun on occasion, but definitely I feel that I have the self control now that I definitely did not have before. And I think that that's very important that she addressed her sobriety journey in her speech, because not a lot of celebrities talk about it. They kind of just go on about their business and always post about how they're at all these big, huge events getting absolutely obliterated and blacking out and blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about Miss Chapel Roan. Before I say anything, she has come such a long fucking way. She's been making music for the past 11 years, but she didn't like really really blow up until this past year. She went on tour. I think it was the Guts tour with Olivia Rodrigo and opened up for her, and they actually been friends. But she performed this year, and she performed Pink Pony Club. If you don't know what that song is about, that song is about drag queens and just the whole LGBTQ plus community and how you can be what you want to be. The performance was fucking jaw dropping. I literally was shook the entire time. Literally was speechless. She had clowns in her performance. She was also dressed as a clown, and she had all of her dancers also dressed as clowns. She had this big cone hat that was fucking huge, and everybody else was wearing like jester costumes and clowns, and just very broad clowns. And if you don't know why she did that, it's because she's known for having white makeup, drag queen, clown makeup. And she has talked about the reason why she does that is because when she was back in school and she would get bullied for being gay and being openly gay and being herself, and her high school bullies called her a clown for being gay. And hence, in her words, if they're gonna call me a clown, I'm gonna be the best damn clown they've ever fucking seen. And fucking period for that, because she fucking killed that. And you know what? She won a Grammy for Best New Artist, which we're gonna get into that and who she was nominated against. Very well deserved. Um, yeah, I think the Pink Pony Club performance just overall jaw dropping. I have watched it so many times since watching the Grammys because it's so good. And she did a whole part in there where she's like, talking to the crowd. She's like, sing it. Of course, the crowd is all of the other musicians. It's all your other singers, your other rappers. It's all of them. Everybody is there in one place, and to have her like stop and be like, "Okay, everybody sing!" And it sounded like a fucking choir because it's all your favorite artist. Like that is Chapel Roan. She said that, and I agree with it. Now, before we talk about said new artist that she was nominated against, let's talk about the best country album winner, because that was right before the new artist performances and winnings. So let's talk about that. Miss Beyonce won Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter. She was nominated against Chris Stapleton, Lainey Wilson, and Casey Musgraves and Post Malone. The first three I said, so Chris, Lainey, and Casey, are specifically known for being country artists. And Post Malone last year just came out with his first country album. And so did Beyonce. Um, I personally have never been a huge Beyonce fan. But nonetheless, I think like if you're talented, you should win. But that album was just not it. Like I personally listened to one song off the album, and that was because somebody showed me that song, and it was "Two Most Wanted," which was her duet with Miley Cyrus. And I've listened to that song millions and millions and millions of times. It's a great song, but the only other song that I've ever heard anybody talk about is Texas Hold'em, and that was because it got big on TikTok. I don't know, no. Yeah, that's Texas Hold'em. You know, down, 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 down. That's the only part of that song I know. Never listened to it. Will never listen to it. But somehow, some way, she fucking won Best Country Album. How? I don't know. But I digress. Going back to the new artist performances I was talking about, Chappell Roan was nominated with Benson Boone, Doechii, Teddy Swims, Shabuzi, and Ray. And there's a few of them who I didn't know their names, but I think like after they sang some of their songs, I was like, oh yeah, like I know who that is. I think they all did a great fucking job, but we're gonna break them down one by one and talk about each one. Benson Boone was the first one that performed out of those people. He sang beautiful things. He did great as always. He started off a little shaky because he's nervous. Obviously, this is all of their first time performing at the Grammys, and the Grammys is fucking huge. Like to even be or like to even be voted by 13,000 people, and to also have not only those said 13,000 people sitting watching you do your performance, but also have a crowd mixed with all your peers and your musical peers and people that just like your music, like normal people. That's fucking crazy. I'm sure that arena is huge. But he started off in the crowd sitting at his table, and he's like, oh, singing a song, and these two girls strip him down, and he's in this blue sequiny bodysuit with the middle cut open, and then he does his iconic flip off the piano during the middle of the song, and then finishes the song, and it was great. He did a really great job. I wish that he would put a little bit more light on some of his other songs. I know that Beautiful Things obviously was a very popular song in 2024. That's a song that has been on Grammy night. But I wish that he would put more as far as like him performing for huge things like the Grammys. Like Ghost Town was his first song and came out in 2022. The first song I ever heard from him was In the Stars, which also came out in 2022. That's a really special song to me, which I could be biased. Maybe that's why I want him to sing it more. But I just wish he would give a little more. But I'm sure we'll hear more from him in the future. Doechii was the next one. I think, like I said, I didn't know who she was beforehand, but I think she did a great job. She had great energy. She was very like bow, bow, bow. Like she fucking was on top of that shit. Teddy Swims came right after she did, and Teddy Swims always leaves me speechless because his vocals are like unfucking matched, and I feel like he's just such a genuine person that he's very like I don't know. I think if I met him, I'd be very nervous because he just seems so like chill. Shabuzi, Shabuzi came after Teddy Swims did. The only song I've heard from him was a bar song, which don't get me wrong, I fucking love that song. But I wish that if he has other songs, that they would also become more popular because he has a great presentation, a great stage presentation of himself. I feel like he's definitely very nervous, but he still did a good job. He just has like a very trustworthy smile that I would literally be like, if I saw him out and about and had no other options, I'd be like, oh, can you watch my drink so I can go to the bathroom? Like that. He just has a great aura. He has great aura. Um, Ray Ray came after Shabuzi did. I did not really know who she was until she started singing, and I recognized some of the lyrics. I think she did a great job. Her black dress was absolutely fucking stunning. I did laugh because she wasn't wearing shoes under her dress, so that made me laugh a little bit. But she did fucking great. Her long note had me fucking shook, and her little riff on Tears had me shook. I used to sing. I've weaned out of it a little bit. I used to write music and everything. I'm super, like, music has always been one of my super huge passions. But I've never been able to do, like, super intricate riffs. And I don't know how the fuck people do them, but she had me fucking like, what? Do it again. Do it again. Because what was that? Like I said, Chappell Roan won the Best New Artist. She had a jaw-dropping speech. It was fucking great. She actually set down her Grammy in the middle of said speech so she could fully read her speech out of her book. And if you watched the Grammys, she literally sets it on the ground and immediately hair flip and back to her speech, where she talked about how when you're in the industry, you know, we got you, but do you got us? And what's going on? Talking about how, during COVID, she lost a lot, she didn't have a lot of help, so on and so forth. And, I'm sure that's a super huge thing in the community as well as it is for us normal people. And again, super important topic to be talked about. Accepted the award, and at the end, she got a standing ovation from all the artists. You could tell that some of them had tears in their eyes. It was a very emotional topic, and she did great. It was a beautifully said speech. Going along with the beautiful speeches and everything, I have a lot of admiration about how they had a lot to talk about the LA fires in the Grammys. They had a whole donation thing going. They had the little QR code at the bottom so that people could donate at home, and they had a whole bunch of people donating. They made a video about the LA fires and had people talking about like, oh yeah, like I've lived in this house for X amount of years. I had my kids grow up here, da 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 da, and just how majorly impacted so many people in LA have been affected. And I think it was just really great to see people donate. And Trevor Noah talked about, gave updates throughout the show, like, oh, we just hit $1 million donations and for the LA fires, and he gave little updates throughout the show. Now, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, they performed a song called California Dreamin' right after the video about the LA fires, and I personally never heard that song before. I'm sure it's a really big song, and I've never heard it before, but it was really good. They obviously sing very fucking well together. I just really love the fact that Bruno Mars throughout the song gave Lady Gaga like her moment as if he's not fucking Bruno Mars. I absolutely adore him. I think he's wonderful, so talented. I would love to see him in concert. But for him to just be like to Lady Gaga the whole time, like very respectfully, was hilarious to me because Bruno, you are just as equally a bigger deal as Lady Gaga is. Like, hello, you both are doing wonderful. What's going on? Now let's talk about the Weeknd's performance. think that it was really boring. I think the vocals were there. He's come a long way from the Super Bowl because those vocals were not it. However, I think his vocals have definitely improved, but this Grammy performance was not giving at all. It was very boring. It was very like background sound. I was doing other things, and it was boring to me. And that's all. Next on my list is Miss Cynthia Erivo. I love her. She sang "Fly Me to the Moon," and she did an absolutely beautiful job. Her rendition of the song was beautiful. I think she slowed it down a little bit too much, but she was really showing off her vocal skills. I literally, so she has her own music out, but I honestly did not really pay too much attention to her until she started Wicked, the movie. And the only thing about me, I love Wicked. I talk about it all the time. I watch it all the time. I listen to the music all the time. It's a very important show to me, but we're not talking about Wicked. We're talking about Miss Cynthia Erivo. So I just think like I've watched all of her interviews and everything, especially the ones about Wicked. But I just think she is such a sweet soul, and her accent is so like it matches her so well. But she's just a sweet soul, and I think like if I met her, I would simply pass away. Like she just seems like such a down to earth person and beautiful human being that I would literally be like, hey girl. The best pop duo was Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. One Die with a Smile. Thank God, because I was listening or I was watching all of the other nominees, and as soon as they said them for a nomination, I was like, if they don't win, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. And of course, my husband was like, they're not gonna win, and I was like, oh, they're gonna fucking win. They're gonna win. And if they don't, I'm gonna fucking tweak out. And they won. Again, when they said their thank yous and everything, Bruno Mars was only thanking Lady Gaga and was like, it's such great working with you. Like, she's wonderful. Thank you, Gaga, for letting me be a part of the song. Da 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 da. And Lady Gaga, Miss Gaga, had a very lovely speech about trans rights, which again I think is so important. And I just think that it was so great to hear and see so many of these big artists talking about current events that are happening and how things are going to shit. And I think it's just so important. She's talking about, trans people are not invisible, which they're not. Trans people are people just like everybody fucking else. Like, I don't, I'm not gonna get heated. I'm not gonna get heated. But I just think that it's absolutely great to have these people use their platform the way that they should. And matters of talking about huge, serious topics such as trans people are not invisible, or talking about LA fires, and talking about DEI rights, and talking about homelessness and other people in the industry, and so on and so forth. Let's talk about the Liam Payne tribute. That shit had me sobbing. It was great. They did a whole tribute to all the artists that passed away last year. And when I tell you, I didn't realize how many people passed away. Like, they sang a whole song and had enough people to fill the entire 3 to 4 minutes song. Like, that's insane to have that many people pass away. And it's the matter of the fact that it was only celebrities. It was only the people in the recording academy. That's not including like how many like other people have died in the world in general. Like, it's insane. There's just so much crazy things happening in the world. But I think the way that they started it was solely a video like Liam Payne and One Direction let's talk about the record and song of the year. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. That song won 7 Grammys. If you don't know what that song is about, it's a fucking diss track towards Drake. And the fact that it won 7 Grammys is absolutely fucking hilarious to me because literally, I'm just, I'm just picturing Drake sitting and punching the air because what did his diss track get? Not shit. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Now, Miss Shakira was performing. She has this new album out. I haven't listened to it yet, but she talked about how it's very like dumb hell for women, and I'm excited to listen to it. I just haven't had the chance yet, but I definitely am. The last time that she was on stage was 2007. That's almost a decade ago. And this bitch has not changed at all. She has not aged. She has not changed. She looks the exact fucking same. Body, teeth, face, teeth. Like, she looks great. I don't know what she's taking, but I need it because she looks great. Okay. I am going to skip one section on my notes here because I want to end off on a good note. So let me rage quit, and then we can end on a high note. So let's talk about winning album of the year. Who is the winner? Beyonce. I the fact that she was so shook that Cowboy Carter won, not just one, but 2 Grammys, has me fucking. I'm lit because, like I said, I personally have not listened to said album except for the one and a half songs. She was nominated. Okay, let me tell you who she was nominated against because I am just I'm mind boggled. Like, she was nominated against Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Brat by Charlie XCX, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan, and The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. And also, there were a couple other nominees in there as well. But the reason why I'm naming those is because they were so big. Like, Sabrina Carpenter, we fucking listened, like, I'm just thinking summer 2024. It's the girl, hot girl summer. You're driving with the windows down. You're blasting espresso. You're blasting please, please, please. You're blasting Juno. You're blasting Taste. I blasted those. So did fucking every other female. And like, how did that not win? I don't know. Brat by Charlie XCX. I saw absolutely nothing but TikTok videos of Apple fucking yeah, that's all I saw. I did one like on TikTok. That was a major album of summer 2024. Hit Me Hard and Soft. I have heard absolutely nothing but people talking about this album, and she made that such a like heartfelt album, and she has publicly said like I think that I'm gonna win a Grammy for said album because she put so much, not only time and effort, but just heart and emotion. And it's still gonna win, and I'm just confused. The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, Pink Pony Club, Hot to Go, Good Luck Babe. Were we not all blasting those? Because I'm pretty sure we were. Hence why she won Best New Artist, but she didn't win Winning Album of the Year. Confusion. And Miss Tay Tay Swift. I personally didn't listen to the Tortured Poets Department, but it's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift did not win one single Grammy of 2025 or 2024, but 2025 she didn't win one. What is going on? And you're telling me that fucking Beyonce won for Cowboy Carter? Oh, I feel like it's just further proving all the conspiracy theories. But I'm mad about it. But we're gonna end off on a high note here. Alicia Keys won the Global Impact Award, and I think that it was very well deserved. Alicia Keys has been one of my, like, I have praised her for so long because one, she's just so fucking talented, but also like the way that she just comes off as such a genuine and caring human being just gets to me. I would love to see her in concert. I would love to meet her, but she just comes off as such a loving, like she's mother. She gets such good vibes. She also used her platform to talk about very important things and talked about DEI again. Again, this is coming up, and it was this one specifically. Um, Alicia Keys specifically talking about the DEI issues that are arising. That was really reality hitting because now this is the third or fourth, maybe fifth plus time that this was brought up during the award show, and it's really fucking sad. Like, it was really reality hitting that this is the world that we are growing up in. So, enough said. But we don't want Miss Lexi Harrison talking about this topic on the internet. So, because I'm gonna get heated. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you for joining in on my rambling talk. Stay tuned next week